Hello, hello, dear students. Are you there? I am audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Schedule has been changed, interchanged because of some other activities, other engagements. So ASCII sir is busy with some other university work. So I am engaging. And morning I was busy with some other meeting also. So we'll start uh, demonstration of the spleen. Okay. So you know, all of you, this is a practical question. During university exam, practical examination, there will be a discussion point. Like you are already attended upper limb, like that. So abdomen, under the abdomen, viscera will be given, like spleen, liver, stomach. You have to describe in detail. Discussion part. As you know, whatever the specimen given to you, you should know in osteology also. You should know the anatomical position, site determination. First you have to give the introduction, then examiner will ask the how to hold in anatomical position, then site determination. Then you have to one by one individual part you have to describe, explain. Okay. Now we'll discuss about the spleen. Okay. See how I am holding here. So what is spleen? Anyone? Define. Introduction. I am audible, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So spleen, you know the different quadrants of the abdomen. Different quadrants. Yes. Hypochondrium, epigastrium, lumbar, hypogastrium, so umbilical, different quadrants. So after the introduction, you have to give the location. Now, this is the spleen. This is the spleen. What is the spleen? You have to define. You have to give introduction. So it is a hemolymphatic organ. Hemolymph. Hemo, you know, related to the blood and RBCs. Okay. Lymphatic system. So you know, the pandemic is going on, everywhere is discussion is there about the immunity, lymphocytes, immunity, herd immunity, active immunity, all. So this is the hemolymph organ, belongs to the which system? Reticuloendothelial system. Reticuloendothelial system. So what is the location? Now, how it is? It is a dark purple in color. Dark purple in color. It is a wedge shape, dark purple in color. It is a hemolymph organ situated in the particular quadrant of the abdomen. Which quadrant? Which side? Left side. Okay. So mainly it is located in the left hypochondrium. You know already. Chondra means ribs. There will be a different partition between the thorax and the abdomen. There will be a costal margin below the rib. So hypochondrium. Then partly it may reaches up to the epigastrium. So you have to remember these two important quadrants: left hypochondrium and partly epigastrium. Okay. Then it is a wedge shape. So it is located, situated between the two parts, important parts of the stomach, between the stomach and the diaphragm. So which part of the stomach? Fundus part of the stomach and diaphragm. It is located, situated between the part of the stomach and diaphragm. Now come to the anatomical position. How to hold in anatomical position? Now see, I am holding in my left hand, left hypochondrium, like this. It runs downwards, forwards. So spleen It is a wedge shape. Okay, situated in the. I am repeating the sentences. Situated in the between the fundus part of the stomach and the diaphragm. Okay, okay. Then it is a wedge shape. It is a wedge shape. So having spleen is having two ends. This is anterior end. This is posterior end. This is anterior end. This is posterior end. It is also called anterior end, also called as a lateral end. Posterior end, also called as a medial end. Okay. Now anterior end, which is pointed, run downwards, forwards, and laterally. Downwards, forwards, and laterally. This is the posterior end, which is broad, and it is a broad end. Okay, compared to the anterior end, posterior end is a broad and wide. Broad. So now spleen is having three borders. Okay, three borders. So this is superior border, intermediate border, inferior border. Superior border, intermediate border, and inferior border. Okay. Two ends, anterior end, posterior end. Anterior end and posterior end. Then superior border, intermediate border, inferior border. Okay. Now two surfaces. Whatever the different visceral organ of the abdomen attached here, that is visceral surface. This is a visceral surface. This one is a diaphragmatic surface. Because it is rest on diaphragm, attached to the diaphragm. So it is a diaphragmatic surface. Okay. Again, that is external features of the spleen. Okay. So it is around, you have to remember the odd numbers. For example, 1 inch thick. Next is 3 inch broad. It is a 1 inch thick, 3 inch broad, 5 inch long, then 7 ounces weight. Yes, you have to remember odd number 1, 3, 5, 7. Then next is 9, 11. 9, 10, 11. So 1 inch is thick, that is around 2.5 centimeter. 3 inch broad, it is around 7.5 centimeter. Then 5 inches long. It is around 12.5 centimeter. Okay. Now weight measurement ounces, because we are counting odd number to 7 ounces weight. Okay. Then next is, it is related to the diaphragmatic surface is related to the 9, 10, 11 rib on the left side. 9, 10, 11 rib. These are the external features of the spleen. Once again, I will repeat. External features of the spleen. Okay. 1 inch thick, around 2.5 centimeter. Okay. 3 inch broad, around 7.5 centimeter. Then 5 inch long, around 12.5 centimeter. Weight 7 ounces, not kg, ounces. Okay. Then next, the diaphragmatic, that is posterior diaphragmatic surface, it is related to the 9, 10, 11th rib on left side. Okay. Now, then you know external surface, that external features, two ends, anterior end, posterior end. Anterior end is a pointed, directed downward and forward. Posterior end is a broad. Posterior end is broad and wide. Now, this is the visceral surface. This one is a diaphragmatic surface. Now, as per the relation is concerned, some ligaments, important, these 3 ligaments attached to the spleen. What are they? As you know, the name indicating the name of the ligament. What do you mean by gastro? Gastro means stomach. Gastrosplenic ligament. Gastrosplenic ligament. Gastrosplenic ligament. Then which part of the stomach? Fundus. Which part of the stomach? Anyone? So greater curvature of the stomach and hilum of the spleen. That is gastrosplenic ligament. Gastrosplenic ligament. So what are the content of the gastrosplenic ligament? Yes, gastric vessels, short gastric and some lymphatics. Then so next ligament is, yes, anyone? Lienorenal ligament. Lienorenal ligament. You know renal means kidney. So it is lienorenal ligament from hilum of the spleen to the anterior surface of the left kidney. Anterior surface of the left kidney. First one is gastrosplenic ligament. Second one is, yes, lienorenal ligament. Okay. Anterior surface of the left kidney. So lienorenal ligament, the important content, you should not forget content of the lienorenal ligament, because tail of the pancreas is one of the important content. Tail of the pancreas and splenic vessels. Lymphatics and sympathetic nerves. Lymphatics and sympathetic nerves. The important content is tail of the pancreas. Tail of the pancreas. Okay. Tail of the pancreas. Okay. Then what are the content of the gastrosplenic ligament? Yes, gastric vessels. That is short gastric vessels and lymphatics. Short gastric vessels and lymphatics. Okay. You understood? Yes. Once again I will repeat. It is a spleen, hemolymph organ situated in the left hypochondrium. It is a wedge shape. It is a wedge shape mainly between the stomach and the diaphragm. It is a wedge shape between the stomach and the diaphragm. Fundus part of the stomach and diaphragm. Okay. External features. See here. External features. Anterior end, posterior end. Superior border, intermediate border, inferior border. Okay. Anatomical position, how you say it is a proper in anatomical position? You have to see the superior border. The superior border should have notches. That is called as a splenic notches. Splenic notches. See the notches here. Compared to the inferior border, it is more over the superior border. So these are the splenic notches. Why this is splenic notches? Because during the development of the spleen, the spleen is formed by some multiple lobules. So if failure to fuse the lobules, some notches will be formed. So it is one of the important identification point and anatomical position. During anatomical position, splenic notch should be there over the superior border. Then anterior end should be lateral and pointed. Compared to the posterior end, that is medial end, it is broad and wide, and anterior end is, yes, anterior end is pointed. Now this one is intermediate border. Between the superior border and inferior border, there will be a hilum of the spleen, from where the, yes, some ligaments, some important vessels come and out. That is the hilum of the spleen. That is intermediate border. See, whatever I am holding is the contents of the hilum and some ligaments. Now, inferior border is a well-defined, smooth, rounded. This is the posterior end. This is the anterior end. Why? Because this is the superior border. See the notches. You can make out the notches. Okay. You can make out the notches. Okay. Now, come to the important visceral relation. So, whatever this area, see, between the superior border and in the intermediate border, it is a gastric impression. It is the gastric impression. Okay. Okay. Now here towards the anterior end, colic impression. Splenic flexure of the colon, that is here. Then here between the intermediate border and inferior border, it is a renal impression. Renal impression or anterior surface of the left kidney. Anterior surface of the left kidney. Okay. Anterior surface of the left kidney. So this is the intermediate border. So what are the important three viscera related to the visceral surface of the spleen is stomach, that is gastric impression. Gastric impression. Then here is a colic flexure, part of the colon. Then renal impression, anterior surface of the left kidney, because spleen is situated left hypochondrium. So anterior surface of the left kidney. Okay. Now one more ligament, gastrosplenic, linorenal. Then phrenicocholic, which is not directly related to the spleen, but it gives the support here between the colic flexure, that is colon and diaphragm. It gives the support. So what are the three ligaments? Gastrosplenic, linorenal and phrenicocholic. Gastrosplenic between the stomach and hilum of the spleen. Linorenal from hilum of the spleen and part of the kidney, that is anterior surface of the left kidney. Then third one is phrenicocholic. Phreni means that is related to the diaphragm, phrenic nerve. So phrenicocholic, cholic means colon. So it is supportive interconnected ligament. It gives support to the spleen, not directly attached. So that is phrenicocholic ligament. Between the diaphragm and the splenic flexure of the colon. Okay. Now come to the, as you know, it is a diaphragmatic surface. Why? Because diaphragm is attached here, or rest of the diaphragm, or the diaphragmatic surface is attached to the diaphragm. And you know odd number 9, 11 means from 9 to 11. 9, 10, 11, 3. On the left side it is attached like this. So for example, for the anatomical position, your 3 fingers, it should be like this. See here. Yes, it means this 3 finger indicates 9, 10, 11, 3. Okay. This is a diaphragmatic surface. This is visceral surface. This is anterior end. This is posterior end. This is intermediate border. This is superior border. This is inferior border. This is the hilum of the spleen. Now, visceral relation, the mainly gastric impression, then renal impression, then colic. Okay, colic. So that's why it is called as a visceral surface. Okay. Now, visceral surface, part of the pancreas also attached here. See the anterior end here. Okay, part of the, that is particular tail of the pancreas. Tail of the pancreas is attached here. Now, as you know, gastric impression, which is mainly related to the fundus of the stomach. Between the superior border and inferior border. Okay. So renal impression is between the inferior border and intermediate border. That is anterior surface of the left kidney. Okay. Any confusion? It is very easy to describe, easy to define, easy organ during practical examination. No confusion. Very easy to describe compared to other organs, other viscera. It's very easy. Today only you revise yourself, make a note, draw the diagram. Okay, it is long question, then splenic circulation, as per the histology is concerned, is very important. As per the histology is concerned, it is very important topic. You have to draw the diagram, label it properly, and splenic circulation. Splenic circulation. You have to read white pulp, red pulp, all whatever detail is there. You draw the diagram, make a note, and read. Daily you make a note with whatever the classes are going on. Same day you prepare the notes. Prepare the notes, and it is easy to revise yourself before exam. Before exams. Okay. So this organ is very easy to describe, easy to define, easy to tell during practical examination. No confusion. No confusion. Okay. Now, as per the applied is concerned, yes, spleen is normally palpable. What are the methods? General inspection, percussion, palpation, auscultation. Okay. Now palpation. Whenever the patient comes, you have to palpate. For example, any complaint, pain, abdomen and all, any history of fever. So during that, you have to palpate the spleen, liver. So is there a spleen is palpable normally? What do you mean by splenomegaly? So enlargement of the spleen is splenomegaly. Okay, hepatomegaly, enlargement of the liver. So splenomegaly, which is many causes are there. For example, the fevers, like in case of enteric fever, typhoid, whatever is it, typhoid, enteric fever, there are various conditions are there. Malaria. So during that, the enlargement of the spleen, that is called as the splenomegaly. That is one of the important applied aspect. Okay. Now, accessory spleen, one of the important condition. Then hypersplenism. Okay. These are the conditions you have to remember. Not go in detail. Important is splenomegaly. What are the conditions? In which conditions the splenomegaly will be there? Okay. Now, visceral relations you know already. For pancreas, tail of the pancreas. Okay. So any other thing we left? You know, so, as per the clinical anatomy, splenomegaly. Okay. For each and every viscera, there will be a blood supply, nerve supply, venous drainage, lymphatic system will be there. So as per the spleen is concerned, splenic artery. Blood supply is splenic artery. Okay. Which is the largest branch of colector. Okay. This splenic artery tortuous, means coiled, tortuous in nature, because due to the movement of the spleen. Okay. Then this splenic artery, one of the content of the linorenal ligament. Okay. Yes, anything? Splenic artery is tortuous. One of the content of the linorenal ligament. Okay. As per the nerve supply is sympathetic fiber, that is from the celiac plexus, and which is vasomotor in nature. Okay. Then lymph nodes, lymphatic drainage is pancreatico-splenic lymph nodes. Because one of the impression visceral is a pancreas here nearer to the anterior. So pancreatico-splenic lymph nodes along with the splenic artery. So nerve supply is a sympathetic, that is celiac plexus, which is vasomotor in nature. Okay. What is the main blood supply? Is splenic artery. Okay, splenic artery. Now, then you have to remember the odd number. Very easy to remember. Okay. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. Okay. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. 1 inch, 3 thick, okay, broad, long, then length 1. 7 is weight, ounces weight, okay. Next is 9, 10, 11 rib. It is a wedge shape. It is a wedge shape between the stomach and diaphragm. Stomach and diaphragm, okay. So it is as per the development, it is in legumes develops around the 6th week of intrauterine life. Okay. Yes. Any question? Anything you want to ask? Any confusion, doubts? Any confusion, doubt? It's very easy to remember, easy organ to describe. Anything you are confused? Yes. You know it is already hemolymphatic organ. So the main function is physiology, hematopoiesis, okay, in fetal life. In fetal life. Okay. And it is one of the important part of the reticuloendothelial system, RE, reticuloendothelial system. You know applied aspect, I told important one is splenomegaly. Splenomegaly. In case of some injuries, direct injuries to the spleen during whatever assault or road traffic accidents, there will be a direct injury to the spleen. That condition is called as a splenic puncture. Splenic puncture, directly puncture, direct injury. Okay. Then yes, any other condition you know? Yes, part of the spleen should be removed during some conditions. That is called as a splenectomy. 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 Okay. Splenomegaly, splenectomy, splenic puncture, and hypersplenism. Hypersplenism. If it is direct trauma injury during accidents, it may go into fatal due to hemorrhagic shock. Hemorrhagic shock and other causes. Fatal means direct death. Fatal, go to fatal. So if it is direct injury, okay, you have to remember. And due to some obstruction in the splenic vessels and all embolism, so there will be a splenic infarction. Splenic infarction. Okay. Anything you want to ask? Any doubt? Yes. No questions? No doubt? You understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
What?
sir.
No response? You are taking nap, afternoon nap or lockdown nap? Yes. Any doubt?
No, sir.
No,
You
sir.
understood? It is very easy organ to remember, to describe, to explain. It is a important during practical exam. Okay. And as per the histology is concerned, it is very important. Slides are there. Okay. You have to identify the slide, particular circulation you have to remember, then red pulp, white pulp, capsule, everything you have to identify. Because there are 4-5 lymphatic organs, you have to differentiate between these histoslides. Yes, like lymph node, tonsil, thymus and spleen. You have to differentiate between them histologically. So you remember the point. Particular for spleen, particular for lymph node. Okay. So as per the histology, you just prepare the notes and start the reading, and you compare with the other lymphoid organs also. Okay. Now, as per the gross anatomy, practical is concerned, I explained. If anything is there, doubt, any query, any question, directly you can ask me, mail me. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir.